Hey guys, we're back in the Thunderbird. This 2150 carburetor motor crap started screwing up. Of course, it's the day before we got to leave. Well, it's late Friday. We're going to leave early Sunday. So, yeah, every time you shut it off and it sits for a few minutes, it starts like it's flooded. It's like the whole carburetor is draining into the intake manifold. So anyway, we're going to pull the top off. Take a look in there. Maybe there was something. I don't know. The fuel system was gross, but I mean, everything is new in this car. The tank, the pump, all the lines were cleaned. The carburetor was rebuilt. I don't know if I missed something or something's loose or the ethanol gas ate something. I don't know, but we're going to get a look at it right now. I'm going to pull that top off and we'll get a look in there and we'll see what's what. Maybe the float's set too high. I don't know. I don't know how these 2150s really work. I know there's only two ways the fuel to get in there, so I don't know how it's draining that. I know the booster, the pump shot, that's got a check ball, but I think that only affects the pump shot. I don't think that affects like everything. I don't think if that thing ain't working, it's just going to keep draining fuel in it. Of course, the gasket's stuck the wrong way. We'll get a knife. We'll get something under there and try to cut that gasket off. I don't have enough gaskets to do this either right now. Now, of course, everything screws up when you're ready to go, and I'm sure the pot stores have nothing for rebuild kits on these, and I don't really want to buy another rebuild kit. I don't even know what's wrong with this. Now if I just broke that gasket. Man, I hope that kit's got another gasket because I just broke it. I think I did anyway. Alright. So, what do we got to do here? We got a vacuum line on the back. Come on, get off of there. And then we turn it, and then that little rod will come out of there. We'll get the top off. I hope I got another gasket. There's a whole bunch in that kit, the rebuild kits that I have. Because I did two of these. I did one for the other Thunderbird, and with these stupid things, it's like 50-50. It's one will work and one won't. And that bowl is almost empty. So it is draining. We're going to fire this up with no top on and see what's happening. I don't know if you guys ever seen that, but it shouldn't flood over. If it floods over the needle and seat's wrong, float adjustment's wrong. But we'll see what's happening. Maybe that thing is just, I don't know, blown by the seat. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but like, whatever. Does it not? Okay, I don't know. All right, let's see what happens, I guess. Hopefully we don't have another fire, because I can't afford another ride in a helicopter. I don't want to get burned up no more. Get burned up once, that's enough. Okay, well we can't do that. Huh. For some reason I thought you could run that without it, but I'm guessing not, because that's just fucking spraying out of there like nobody's business. So that ain't gonna work. Oh boy. Let me grab my rag. I swear they were running them with that thing off of there. I guess you can't. For some reason I thought you could. But that thing's definitely pumping out of that needle and seat no problem. I wish we had another hand here. I could hold that and see if it's... I could jump the solenoid and see if that's pumping out of there with the with that thing held closed. It shouldn't pump out of there. And this won't start now because the key's off. So let's do that. Man, everything wants to bite me today. Why am I getting bit? Oh my goodness, everything wants to get me today. Oh boy, oh boy. I'd really like to just have the tunes on and not record any of this, but you know, the last time I did that, we had a fire and an explosion and all the good stuff, and we missed it all. You guys didn't get to see any of it. Me running around here with my face on fire. Alright, we're going to try this now that there's gas everywhere. Alright, I should be able to hold this and that shouldn't pump at all. Well, the float's definitely holding, so we know we're good there. So where's all that gas going? I'm going to pour a little gas down in there now. I think we're going to pour gas in it. We'll pour some gas in there and see if it leaks. But if we fill that bowl, we'll see. Hopefully we can see where it's leaking. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Let me pause you guys for a minute while I find some gas and stuff. Alright guys, we got some gas. I'm going to pour it in there. And we'll fill that bowl up and see if it is draining. It's got to be draining down. Okay, there it is, full. Hopefully you guys can see that. But it's full, like right to there-ish. And we'll give that a few minutes. Huh. That thing's got some killer fuel pressure. Yeah, see, look, that thing's dropping quick. Now, where's it going? I can't see in there. You know, is it going back down the fuel line? I wish I could see down in that carburetor. I just can't see in there. Huh, it's dripping right out of the boosters. It's dripping right onto the throttle plates. Huh. I'm going to show you guys that. I've never seen that before. I don't know how it can do it, but it's doing it. I'm going to pick you guys up and move you over there. Oh, I'm blinding you with the light anyway. Alright guys, I'll take the light away. We'll put the light, I don't know, we'll put the light somewhere. We'll put the light there. And let's see if we can see in there with this thing. I'm going to put you guys right in there. So, where are we? There we go. We're right here. I don't know if you guys can see any of that. I don't know if you guys can see it. It doesn't look like it. I don't see it now. Did it stop? No, it's still dropping. Well, guys, I've seen that thing dripping right down onto that throttle plate. I wish we could see it. I don't know if it's the light. Oh, there it is. See it? There's a drip there on the left. All right, I guess we're gonna pull. I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. Man, I don't know why it's doing that. Let me throw you around and give you vertigo for a minute. Blind you with the light. Let me go get rid of the light. What are we going to do with that? It's definitely dripping out those boosters. So, and I believe, I don't know why the fuel would be coming up there. It shouldn't be. Alright guys, I don't know guys. I'm going to pause you guys for a minute while I think about this. Otherwise I'll just be rambling on. Alright guys, so I guess we're going to rip that carburetor off there. I'm going to pause you guys in a minute, but I'm going to let that sit for like 15 minutes and see where it drops. I'm going to try to put something in there so I know. Because right now, I think it might have been dripping because I overfilled that thing. So, I think what I'm going to do is just take one of our clamps here off our starter switch, off the loser switch, and we'll set that. Like right there is where the level is of that gas. And then we'll give it, so it's like, well, it's a little bit away from it, like a 1/4 inch. We'll give it like 15 minutes and see how much more drops off of that little clip. Because that clip is showing us the gas level. And then we'll go from there. Because if it's really, I mean, I know it floods out and it's leaking down and that thing starts like it's flooded. So it's got to be flooded. I don't know. I should just I'm just going to rip it off of there. Alright guys, I'm going to pause. So there's 4 bolts. I'll get some sockets. Then we'll go after that thing and we'll whip it off. Okay. Fuel line, we undid the fuel line. I don't know if this is going to drain out or not. Drain out? What? It's got some pressure. I guess that's good. Lost the clamp. That's good. Okay, there's our clamp. Got a ground on it for that thing. Oh, that nut went. That nut's down there somewhere. Hopefully don't fall in the intake on us. That'll be the next thing. Alright. Okay, let me get on the other side. We'll zippity-dippity them last bolts. And then, I don't know, we'll put this on the bench over there and see if we can see a fuel line in the bowl, like where it normally stops. I don't want to fill it through the, I don't want to fill it through the, there it is, through the fuel line. Well, I guess I could. All right, that's the nuts. I took the little clip off the kickdown already. That's off. Is that all there is? I think that's all there is. Oh, we got a plug here for the AC kick up. It does not want to let go. Now we'll probably break it. Oh, that's plugged. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, is there anything else? I don't think so. I disconnected the other thing. Oh, we got a vacuum line hidden. What else is holding us? Something over there is holding us. Another vacuum line. Okay, so we got all our vacuum lines. We got a carburetor. Alright guys, I'm going to get us on a bench or a stool or something. I'll bring you back. Okay guys, we're on the bench over here. It's running out the bottom of this carburetor. I don't know. I can't tell where it's coming from. Like when you fill it up, you can tell right where it's coming from because you can see it dripping out the boosters. But after it's like sitting for a minute, it kind of just stops. But it's still wet under there. It's coming out of there somewhere. I guess we'll pull We'll pull the boosters and see what it looks like. Hopefully I ain't blinding you guys. Let's see if we're blinding you guys. No, it ain't too bad. Alright. So in here there's a ball, and then that little, there's like a little shaft and a ball. So the shaft normally rides up in here. It's like a weight. Probably going to break more gaskets we don't have. I kind of want to pull these out now though to see what's what in there, because there should be a little rod, and then the ball just sits on the bottom of that. So there's our boosters. We didn't break the gasket. So that fuel comes up the middle. I believe it comes up the middle hole through this bolt. It's like a banjo bolt almost, right? So the fuel comes up here and then it goes down these, I believe. I could be wrong though. I'm not a 2150 guy, that's for sure. There's our little weight that sits on top of that ball that's supposed to be down in there. Yeah, see if we pump this. Yeah, see, there's the ball. Is that just for the pump shot though? We got to test the theory somehow. I'm thinking if we pour more gas in there. So if the theory's correct, it'll all come out the center hole. If it's leaking by, it should, I don't know, it should come out the center hole. If it comes out the ends, then it doesn't go up and back. I think that's almost shutting the fuel off there. The float should have that shut off right now. I don't know if that's moving gas or not. It's puddled up like it is. But where's it coming from? I mean, that's definitely running out of there. Just don't know where. Is it running out of all three? Maybe. I don't know, guys. I can't tell. Maybe dry that up. Maybe try to dry it up. See if it comes back up the hole. Could always try that, I guess. Huh. Here's what I'm looking for right here. Let's see if we can see. I don't think we can see anything. Oh yeah, those holes are coming right up. So it's over flooding the whole thing. When you whip them out of there, them holes are coming right back to full. I don't know if you guys can see any of this. Can you guys see any of that? Should have been checking on you. Probably wasting time here. Trying to show you guys that you can't even see. So those two holes. These two holes right here, there's one here and there's one there. So then you got your center hole. So if you stick that in there and in there, it sucks up the gas for a second, pull it out, you can see it comes right back and it starts overflowing again. So where's the fuel coming from? And what's supposed to stop it? If it can just flow up in there, there's nothing to stop it. Alright guys, I'm going to pause you and I'm going to pull this thing apart a little bit more. I'll bring you back. Okay guys, so it seems that maybe this float was too high. It was set a little bit too high. So if the level got so high in here, it would overcome and start running into the boosters. I'll show you what I mean. So right now, I readjusted that float, which is not level now, so now we're a mess. But anyway, so we're like that. Let me get you guys so you can see. Alright, so there's the boosters. So if I overfill this, like so, say the float wasn't shutting it off, and you just filled this right to the top. So now it's brimmed out. See what it's doing? It's running. And I think that's what it was doing, and once it starts siphoning, and it's running like that, it keeps the siphon going until this bowl is dry. But it's all starting because the float level, I think, is too high, because when that gets down to the right level, like if you stop it, or if I drain that back in there and just fill it to the right level, it never starts with the siphon. The siphon never starts. So I think that was the issue, was the float. We'll find out. But I think that's where we're at. So I'm going to jam the top on. I'll bring you guys back for throwing this back on the car. Okay guys, here's our carb top. So we didn't mess that gasket up right there. So, but luckily, you know, we've done enough of these kits that we have an extra one laying here. So that's good. So I'm going to jam this top back on. Okay guys, we're going to get this carb set back on. So that was the only real change in there, was the float. Brought the float down a little bit. And the power valve was a tiny bit loose, and maybe something, probably not, but that's fixed too. Just in case it was leaking through there, we gave it a little turn. Okay, so we got a hose here. That one goes there. Stick these on beforehand so we don't have to try to hunt them after the fact. That wire, we don't want that underneath the carburetor. I feel right. There we go. I feel right. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that feels good. I'm going to throw these 4 bolts on. 4 nuts rather. We'll zippity dippity this thing down tight. Finish the rest of our stuff, and I'll get it fired up. We'll see how it fires up. It always did okay cold. It's when you, after it's running for a while, it gets you, because it the second you shut it off, all that gas would just pour down in there. And then you'd have to start it, you know, to the floor or 3/4 throttle to clear the flooding. So hopefully that's a non-issue anymore. We'll see. I don't know if it will be, but we'll see. Put our ground wire back on. We'll plug our electric choke in and hook up that tube. There's a tube that screws onto the back side of this. It comes up off the exhaust manifold. And then we're going to hook the gas line up. Fire it up. I don't like putting a gun on these to tighten them. I'll whip them off with the Milwaukee, but I won't put them down with it because this little 7/16 bolt. And this back one's just a pain in the ass. Might have to get something else. All right, I'm gonna fight with that. All right, guys, I'll bring you back. Okay, guys, here we go. We're all hooked up. Fuel lines on. Vacuum lines are on. Throttle is on. Let's see how we do. We'll fire it up. See what happens. Something. Now the float's sticking. Oh boy, we opened up a can of worms with this one, guys. Now we got a sticky float. Okay. Now what? Let me find something to tap on that. I don't know. I don't know. I hate these things. 2150s suck. We're gonna flood over this time? Probably. Let's see what we get. Oh, finally got to it. Well, it's not pouring out the top yet. I'm going to pause here. I'll let this run for a while, and then I'll bring it back and we'll shut it off and see what happens. Alright guys, it's been running for a while. It's warmed up. I'm going to shut it off. We'll see if there's any smoke trails coming out of the top of that carburetor there where it's leaking, and then we'll let it sit for probably 15-20 minutes. I'll turn you guys back on. We'll see if it starts right up or if it sucks. Alright guys, we're going to try to fire it up. It's been sitting for a bit, and hopefully this thing just starts right up. It doesn't give us a fit. It should just fire right up like normal. Here we go. Hey, how about that? Man, that's how it should go. We'll see if it starts flooding over for no reason. That'll be the next thing. The float will keep sticking. Who knows, guys? Who knows? I like it. Not flooding over. I'll run that a couple more times, same test, make sure we're good to go, but I think we got it. I'm a little bit concerned with that that float. I don't know why that was sticking. Maybe it's just because I was in there. Who knows? 2150 motor crack right there. That's the problem. So is the 302 underneath it, but it's a story for another day. Alright guys, like, share, subscribe. See ya. Hey guys, we're leaving for Power Tour. It's about 3:30 in the morning. It's Sunday. Car's all loaded up. Warming up. On high idle. Ready to go. Hey guys. guys. I'll probably bring you back on our first gas stop or something. Alright, see ya. Okay guys, cruising along at almost 70. About 2,500 RPM. All the gauges look good. Oh, you guys can see. We're doing 13.8, almost 14 miles to the gallon. Here we are, just cruising down the road. Bring you back. Hey guys, we are at Summit, the outlet store or whatever that is called. So here's an update. All the exhaust manifold nuts, nuts for that go on the stud for the exhaust flange fell off. There's a new one down there. I just started that by hand, so it started getting loud and then they all fell off, I guess. I don't know why that's happening, but probably because I paid somebody to do the exhaust. But anyway, we'll see. I'm going to try to tighten those up real quick. Carburetor situation still not the greatest. 17 miles to the gallon on the last stop we got. So that, not bad. I'm not going to complain about that. Alright guys, I'm going to put this together and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, we got Shalina down there. She's going to tighten up the bottom one. Try to at least.
I think it's tight.
Do it. No, just nail it. Yeah, there you go. Alright, that's tight now. Can you do the top?
I'll burn myself getting the extension.
I can get that off if you want. She got her extension stuck on there. She gonna get it? She gonna get it. Maybe. Wiggle that sucker. There we go. She almost got it, guys. She's gonna get it. Little hands. How about that? Maybe she ain't gonna get it. Is that hot already? Yeah, there you go. Stick that thing back in there.
I feel the heat coming off of it, so I don't want to chance it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hot yet, but just jam that sucker in there.
I can't see it.
You got it. Spin it a little. There we go, she got it. She said fuck it, just threw it right up there. I don't know what kind of gasket the dude put in there, but there shouldn't have been any gaskets at all. It had a metal thing that went in there, that's why those studs are so long. I don't know if you guys
I'm scraping up your end.
Okay, go ahead and zap
Ready?
it. Yeah. One more. Good. If you can wiggle that off, I'll put another nut on and we'll double nut that one. Alright guys, we started the second nut on there. We're going to double nut that one. She's going to zap it real quick. Hopefully that's going to take care of the problem here. I don't know if it's going to fix the exhaust leak because I don't know what was in there, but... There you go. Good, right there. Go ahead and zip it. Go for it.
On it?
Yeah, go for it. You gotta nail it. Come on, you gotta hit it. Hey, you gotta hit it or you turn the gun way down. We're actually on that too deep.
Hold on a second, because I have to take it off.
Okay. Making a mess of the video up here. Go ahead and hit it. Go ahead.
Go?
Yeah. You gotta pull the trigger all the way. Yeah, that's on slow or something. Keep going. The gun's turned all the way down. Well, just keep going. Keep going. It's hardly moving. Keep going. Keep going. No, it's not even turning. Hey, you gotta pass the gun out to me. You turned it all the way down. We're gonna try it again. We got the gun turned up this time. Go. One more.
No, I lost it.
Yeah, I see it. One more, little dessert. All right, good enough. Call that good, I guess.